What's the one thing that could take just an okay round of golf and make it absolutely unforgettable? Well, I'll tell you, it's not some fancy new driver or a secret putting tip. Nope, it's the walk. And, more importantly, who you share it with.
Okay, let's try something. Just for a second, think about the best round of golf you've ever played. Seriously, what's the very first thing that pops into your head?
I'm willing to bet for a lot of us, the first thing we think of is the score, right? Oh, that was the day I finally broke 90, or I shot a 78. We're kind of conditioned to think that a low number is the only thing that matters. But is it? Is that really the whole story? Well, it really brings us to this simple truth that you'll hear seasoned golfers say all the time. The company makes the round. I mean, think about it. The laughs, complaining about a tough pin placement together, the high fives, that's the stuff we actually remember, long after we've forgotten what we shot on the back nine.
All right, so let's dive into this, the power of connection. Because, and this is important, we're not just talking about having a nice chat for a few hours. The right people on the course with you can actually make you a better, tougher golfer. For real.
And this quote, man, it just perfectly captures the whole idea, doesn't it? This isn't just some golf tip. It's practically a life lesson that you get to practice over 18 holes. The best partners, they're the ones who are in your corner. They're cheering for your good shots and helping you just laugh off the terrible ones. And these benefits, they're not just some vague feel-good idea. They're real. When you know your group has your back, you just feel more confident standing over that tricky approach shot. And when you see your buddy hit a terrible shank and just laugh about it, that helps you bounce back from your next bad hole. All of a sudden, it's not just about trying to shoot a low score. It's about having a great time together. And that positive vibe, it can absolutely sharpen everyone's game. So really what this all boils down to is a pretty big shift in how you think about the game. Look, of course golf is a competition, and a lot of times it's just a competition with yourself. But when it's at its absolute best, it's a way to connect. The real goal isn't just to beat the other guys, it's to actually be with them. Okay, so this all sounds good in theory, right? But how do we actually do this? How can you be that good company on the course? Let's get into some real practical advice for every single one of us. So, the key here is that it's a little different depending on where you're at with your game. If you're just starting out, your number one job is to find people who are encouraging and supportive, a group where you feel comfortable, not judged. Now, for all you weekend warriors, here's a challenge. Try to be the first one to cheer for your partner's good shots. That energy, I promise you, it's contagious. And hey, for the really elite players, the big challenge is remembering that it's a game. Don't get so wrapped up in chasing perfection that you forget to have fun. All right, let's boil this all down to 4 key ideas. I want you to think of these like swing thoughts, but not for your swing, for your whole mindset on the course. Okay, first up, you're making memories. Every single time you tee it up, you're not just playing golf, you're creating a memory. That number you write down on the scorecard, it'll fade. But the story about that one amazing shot or that totally ridiculous moment, that's gonna last forever. Number 2, good company makes the tough rounds easier. Think of your playing partners as a buffer. On those days where your swing just isn't there and nothing's going right, a good friend makes it not just bearable, but sometimes even fun. And on the days you're playing great, man, they make it that much better. Third thing to remember, a connected group lifts everyone. That positive energy, it's totally contagious. It's like this updraft that just elevates everybody's mood and even their game. Seriously, don't ever underestimate what a simple high five or a hey, great shot can do. Those little things, they have a huge impact. And finally, this is maybe the most important one of all. The experience is the win. The real victory isn't the number on your scorecard. It's the shared walk. It's the time you get to spend together. That whole experience, that's the win. So, as we wrap up, it's pretty clear this whole idea goes way beyond just the golf course, right? It all ties together with one last big thought. I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? It boils the game down to what's truly important. It's not about your own personal glory, it's about the journey you take together. And that's really the big takeaway. This is basically practice for life, isn't it? Building real connections, being genuinely happy for other people's successes, and focusing on the journey you're on together. These are the things that make the game of golf, and well, life itself, so much more rewarding. So I'll leave you with just one final question to think about. Next time you're planning a round, don't just think about where you're going to play. Think about who you're going to play with. So who will you share your next walk with?